no, this is not a spring chicken today. I know, I brought it. I came all prepared to show you. Remember I showed you that other small case that I put this swimsuit in? Well, here's my even smaller swimsuit. And yes, I came all prepared to talk to you, but you know, even I got a little overshadowed because I had to delay it until after I could watch Obama over there in Germany. Maybe I kind of know what McCain feels like, but anyway, see this little swimsuit? Now you know why. Little swimsuits, you need cases so you can find them because you can easily get lost. But unfortunately, you won't see me in one of these in a beach in Southern California. So this is not a spring chick, and we'll bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. Sales of existing homes fell more sharply than expected in June.
Well, the only people that didn't expect that was the National Board of Realtors. If you live in a home, you expected it.
Hurricane Dolly dumps nearly a foot of rain on Texas.
Now, if they could only get that, you know, basically I can't figure out why they can't figure out means of saving the water instead of just letting it go back to the ocean.
Hong Kong shipping firm indicted in San Francisco Bay oil spill.
Wait, yeah, I mean, they got to blame it on somebody.
Budget woes force fire departments to close on rotating basis.
Well, yeah, I mean, I knew this was going to happen because the energy crisis is going to precipitate a problem with the housing crisis now to the first responders, because if they're not working as much, they're not getting paid as much.
Not good. Senator Lieberman praises evangelical leader repudiated by McCain.
I know that didn't seem like too bright a thing to do, but you got to remember that Lieberman is also a Jew, and the Jews and Christians don't really get along well.
The IOC suspended Iraq for political interference.
Yeah, that's our Olympic minute today. The fact that they don't want to be political in the IOC, but they made a political statement about the country. They don't like the Iraqis. So they basically banned them for participating because the Iraqis wouldn't come under the Olympic flag only. They wanted to walk under their flag, and the IOC said no.
I thought everybody could walk under their own flag.
Not
every country.
Not at this time. The IOC is playing politics.
Grammer says he nearly died after suffering a heart attack in June.
Yeah, the heart attack that he said was minor. Actually, it was a series of heart attacks. And one, they said actually he was dead, and they brought him back.
Which Grammer is that? Kelsey
Grammer.
Okay. House Committee. What?
He said it happened within a couple of weeks of him finding out the show that should have been renewed at Fox was canceled.
Relationship, huh?
Yeah.
House Committee probes medically unfit truckers.
Oh, but if you're driving as much as they are, it's sort of easy to figure out they're medically unfit.
Cancer Center director issues warning on cell phone risk.
Yeah, you sit there and walk around with that thing on your ear all day long, and they said that there was no problem. Now they're saying there is a problem with getting tumors on the brain.
Ford posts $8.7 billion loss on asset write-downs.
And most of it's because it's all got to do with their small cars. They're selling a ton. Their large ones, which they knew weren't going to sell, are dragging the company under.
Ecuador's draft charter favors leftist president.
Well, consider it's a leftist government. They certainly wouldn't have a right.
Visa survey shows foreign travel remains popular.
If you could afford it.
50 Cent sues Taco Bell over the ad campaign.
Well, the ad's making it insinuate like that he is, likes their value menu, which he has nothing to do with whatsoever.
Source, swimmer Jessica Hardy tests positive.
I mean, the masking agent obviously didn't work.
Obama tells Israel he's committed to its security.
And he's told the Palestinians he's committed to them, and he can't be committed to both. And everybody knows this. It's a real gimme that he has, even though he's a Christian, that he's going to lean Muslim.
Well, he did talk about that in his speech today, that we should all get along because all Muslims weren't, what was that?
Basically, Muslims and Jews do not get along. Put it that way. They haven't since the days before Moses, and Barack Obama is not going to walk on water. I guess I forgot that. That's in his 100 days.
House okays rescue for homeowners Freddie and Fannie.
Yeah, but the Reid in the Senate has decided not to allow opposition, so he won't allow the Republicans to kill the bill. That's how Reid and Pelosi are going to operate from now on. If they don't get the majority they need, they're just not going to let the other side vote.
How can you not let...
With procedural rules to prevent them from being able to say anything. You muzzle the opposition. That's how the Democratic Party believes in democracy.
What? Minimum wage going up, but so does inflation.
Well, yeah, the higher the wages, the more the inflation.
McCain denies he misstated timing of Iraq surge.
Okay, McCain's mistakes are about as phony as Barack Obama's, gaffes. Well scripted.
Ambassador al-Qaeda leaving Iraq for Afghanistan.
Yeah, of course, that ambassador happens to be supporting Barack Obama's election campaign.
Gates and Bloomberg pool riches to fight smoking.
Yeah, that's, basically, I hate do-gooders. The rules are specifically, basically our Constitution is written, you cannot take the rights from one to give to another. If tobacco is not ruled illegal, then what you're doing is you're trying to make a secondary class out of people to smoke. That should be a civil rights movement for people that are having their rights violated by the majority.
Arctic soil could meet world demand for 3 years.
It's not going to happen, no. Actually, it will happen. Everybody but the United States is going to drill off the Arctic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, our Congress will not permit it. I mean, actually, Harry Reid and Pelosi are refusing to let the Republicans even speak about drilling now.
What?
Yeah, they said they would. Basically, the Congress is adjourning in another 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks there will not be one single thing done because Pelosi and Reid are pulling parliamentary procedures in order to prevent the Republicans from saying anything about drilling, which makes them look bad to their constituency.
Housing bill won't solve the market's problems.
Well, because it just puts a Band-Aid. If you couldn't afford it before, you can't afford it now.
Western governors offer greenhouse emissions plan.
And they do admit that it's going to be painful and it's going to cost you more money, since we don't have any more money.
Cost a big factor in decision to sack destroyer.
Well, yeah, these things are, $1 billion for a boat is asinine.
Economy top issue. Energy worries grow most.
Well, yeah, because if you can't afford to get back and forth to work and public transportation does not exist in the city of Los Angeles, for instance, or if you live in an outlying area, energy is really a problem.
Canon reports 13% drop in profit.
Yeah, that's the basically it's all on their electronic digital stuff. Once you've got one, how many more do you need? It's like cell phones.
Obama lavished with airtime and criticism.
Oh yeah, they basically, the networks all figured out they've been blasted by even the people on the left, so they decided to do some criticism, which basically they give Obama the questions first, and then they say, which questions do you want to look like you're being criticized on?
Oh, that's like the Katie Couric questions.
It's like a Bill Clinton town hall where only people that were pre-approved got to ask questions, so they had to submit the questions in advance.
Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger is considering an order that would slash the paychecks of hundreds of thousands of state workers to the federal minimum wage until the state budget impasse is resolved.
Right off the bat. I mean, they will simply walk off the job if they get their wages slashed.
Hip-hop artist Nas is protesting Fox News' coverage of Barack Obama.
Basically, Fox even Bill O'Reilly is kissing the rear end of Barack Obama because Rupert Murdoch doesn't support McCain. Obama
campaign makes $5 million Olympic ad buy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a total waste of money right there. Who's going to pay any attention to that during the Olympics?
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
It's just okay. When George Washington was asked to be the first king of the United States, he turned it down and instead became the first president of the United States. Barack Obama is simply going the opposite direction. He's going to become the first king of the United States.